What's up, YouTube? Uh, we're doing a review on the Anthracite LeBron 4. Um, we got the footage. This is a performance test. The first couple thoughts that I had when I unboxed them, I will say, is I like the all black. I love the foam posit they got on there. The foam posit, it reminds me of the pennies and the old foam posits. I also really liked, if you can see on the back here, whatever this little writing is. I like the metal, or it almost sounds like real metal. It might not be, but right here on the pull tabs, on the Velcro straps, I love the old school LeBron logo from the Jordan, or LeBron 4s. All of these are like zoom pockets, so I don't know which ones are not and which ones are, but when you put the shoe on, the zoom is so comfortable. The cushioning setup in here is wonderful. It's incredible. The one thing I will say is the foam posit was taking a minute to break in. My pinky toes, like on the ends here, were really scratching. I would say maybe go up half a size. But let's go over a couple of the main focuses on the shoes. We'll go over traction first. I will say that the traction was wonderful. These were new and fresh. I walked down to the park in them just to kind of break in the cushioning. But once I started really putting in some weight and a little bit of force, the cushioning felt amazing. The zoom. You see, I got the LeBron jersey on. Miami Heat. You know, that was my favorite LeBron to watch, was when he was on the Miami Heat. I know these were when he was on the Cavs. The LeBron 4s were anyways. Next, I will say the cushioning, right? Cushioning was amazing. Even pushing down right now that I've broken them in a little bit, it feels so good. It reminds me of a Jordan 13 cushioning setup. I think that might be why Jordan kind of, in the later models when they're heavier, they all kind of remind me of the LeBron models. The other thing I will say is it kind of flexes in between each one of these joints. So when you flex your toe, it flexes at like the joint part, the little rib. The little straps across, they do hold your foot in really well. It's almost like a sock liner in there, and it holds your foot in really, really well. I did feel a little bit stuck at first, kind of in the toe box, like I said, maybe go up half a size. They were definitely really comfortable. Breathability wise, it's really cold out right now, so my feet didn't get too hot. But you can see the air vents on the side here and here. They really do make a difference. I was definitely able to get some shots up and not feel like my feet were 1,000 degrees. We'll say the durability, I don't think you would have any problems. I was hooping outside in them, and like they're like boots. They are really heavy. That's the one thing I will say is a negative about them, is the weight. They're not insanely heavy. You can still get some bounce in them, for sure. They might be one of his heaviest shoes, I would say. But they're definitely a great hoop shoe. I understand like why some people in the early 2000s were definitely hooping in these. The cushioning setup and just like I would say the best parts of this shoe are definitely the cushioning, the zoom, the durability. Like you could wear these all winter and go hoop. The other thing I'll say, the traction was wonderful in these. You'll see in the video, I was just bouncing around and they were just stick, which was wonderful. I would say if you're going to be going running and stuff like that, I wouldn't wear these if you're more of a shifty guard, I play more shooting guard. As I got older, I was more of like taller than everybody when I was younger. And then as I got older into high school and stuff like that, I switched into shooting guard. Um, I mean, these can go to any position, I think. But if you're a shiftier guard, I would recommend more like maybe like a Kyrie 2. Definitely a good hoop shoe for being shifty. The Kelly Oubre Converse, I don't know if you look those up, those are definitely like, I felt so shifty in those. My pair really beat. But if you're like a bigger guy, you're definitely gonna love these shoes. You can jump around, really get like, I felt like I was able to, like, you know, when Kevin Garnett was on the Celtics and he was just bodying dudes, that's how you feel in these. Like, they almost feel like you're in some black Air Force. You go on a terror streak, you know. What did Giannis say about the black Air Force Ones? But yeah, man, I think that out of the LeBron, the original, the next gens, the Zooms or whatever, and then the LeBron 11s, and then I've hooped in LeBron, I want to say 10s or 9s, the lows. And then I've hooped in some of the Soldier 7s. I really loved those. All of those had the zoom. And these, you definitely feel it the most. But thank you, YouTube. And I hope you watch another one of these sneaker reviews. It's the first one. So like it up and subscribe. Thank you.